Hello everyone, welcome back to The Flying Duke, our channel where we discuss the incredible and infamous aeroplanes that dominate the skies. In today's video, we will dive into the fascinating world of the F-111 aircraft. Let's begin. The F-111 Aardvark, often hailed as the jet fighter assassin, held a distinguished role as the primary strike aircraft of the US Air Force throughout most of the Cold War era. Now, this versatile aircraft played a pivotal role in nearly every conflict from the Vietnam War onward, until its eventual replacement by the formidable F-15E Strike Eagle. Additionally, the F-111 found itself in a unique position within the Strategic Air Command, serving in limited capacity as a strategic bomber. But what truly set the F-111 apart was its exceptional performance and capabilities. With its retirement, one might ponder whether the United States sacrificed any essential capabilities in the process. The F-111 was a pioneering aircraft for its time. It was among the earliest joint service projects, created to fulfill two crucial needs. The US Air Force required a versatile swing wing bomber, and the US Navy sought a long-range interceptor. Its design was truly groundbreaking. At its heart, the F-111 was driven by two powerful yet fuel-efficient TF-30 turbofan engines that featured cutting-edge afterburner technology. The plane's fuselage had an exceptional capability to carry bomb loads of up to 31,000 pounds and had enough fuel for missions spanning 2,500 miles. By adding external tanks, it could extend its range by an additional 1,000 miles. This impressive aircraft weighed a substantial 20 tons when empty, more than doubling that weight when fully loaded. This presented a distinctive challenge for the designers. The challenge they confronted was to create an aircraft capable of both high speed and short runway takeoffs and landings, employing smaller wings that would reduce drag, enabling faster flight, but would also generate less lift, necessitating higher takeoff speeds and longer runways. A case in point was the F-105 Thunder Chief, a supersonic fighter-bomber of the same era, with small wings that demanded runways over a mile in length for takeoff, limiting its operational scope. In response, the F-111's designers embraced a groundbreaking technology: variable geometry, or swing wings. These wings could extend during takeoff to maximize lift and retract during flight to achieve higher speeds. The F-111 thus became the vanguard of a series of significant designs that harnessed this innovative technology. Inside the F-111, a unique two-man crew sat shoulder to shoulder within a cockpit pod. Their escape plan involved a rocket boost that propelled the pod upward, eventually descending to the ground gracefully using a parachute, much like a space capsule. A groundbreaking feature of the F-111 was its revolutionary terrain-following radar. This technology enabled the aircraft to map the terrain directly ahead and automatically adjust its flight path to avoid collisions. This innovation allowed the F-111s to fly incredibly close to the ground, sometimes as low as 200 feet, and make precise maneuvers at very high speeds, even during nighttime or adverse weather conditions. This ability to operate effectively in low light and close to the ground situations earned the F-111 the nickname the Appalachian Aardvark. In its early days, the F-111 showcased its potential by achieving impressive speeds. It could reach speeds exceeding Mach 1.2 at low altitudes and even more than double that, reaching Mach 2.5 at high altitudes. Remarkably, it could accomplish all this with a landing requirement of just 2,000-foot runways, making it the first tactical aircraft capable of transcontinental flights without mid-air refueling. However, it's important to note that the F-111's design was primarily tailored to meet the specifications of the US Air Force. The carrier-based interceptor version, known as the F-111B, faced significant challenges during trials and struggled to surpass Mach 1. The costly compromise of the naval version, the F-111B was eventually abandoned, leaving a significant financial burden, but nevertheless, some of its promising design features found their way into the F-14 Tomcat. In Operation Desert Storm in 1991, the F-111s were actively involved during this campaign. F-111s demonstrated exceptional performance, completing 3.2 successful strike missions for every unsuccessful one, outperforming other US Air Force strike fighters used in the operation. The 66 F-111Fs dropped nearly 80% of the war's laser-guided bombs, including the potent bunker buster GBU-28. These F-111s were credited with destroying over 1,500 Iraqi tanks and armored vehicles, earning them the nickname Tank Plinking Pigs of the Pacific. The F-111, also known as the Pig, served with the Australian Air Force until 2010. Now acquired in 1973, it provided Australia with the capability to project military force across the Pacific Ocean, enhancing its diplomatic influence. The Pigs were also a source of pride at Australian air shows, often showcasing the dump and burn maneuver, igniting dumped fuel with their afterburners. Australia later upgraded its F-111s to use anti-shipping missiles and converted 4 into reconnaissance aircraft. However, due to their high operating costs, they were ultimately replaced by 24 F-18F Super Hornets. While the F-111 has retired, a similar aircraft, the Russian Sukhoi Su-24 Fencer, remains in use today. The Su-24, conceived shortly after the F-111, bears a striking resemblance, including swing wings, although it falls short in terms of range, speed, and weapons load. Over 300 Su-24s serve in the various world air forces and have seen active combat in conflicts in Syria, Chechnya, Libya, Afghanistan, and the Ukraine. In total, 563 F-111s of various variants were produced. Following the F-111A, subsequent models such as the F-111D and E underwent significant upgrades, enhancing the aircraft's electronics and engine inlets while increasing capabilities. The thrust of the engines took another form in a different variant, the FB-111, which was specifically designed as a strategic bomber. It boasted improved engines and a stretched fuselage, adding an extra 2 feet to accommodate more fuel. A total of 75 of these aircraft served in units under Strategic Air Command. Meanwhile, the F-111C found an exclusive home in Australia. It combined design elements from both the FB-111 and the F-111E. The definitive F-111F, on the other hand, featured engines with a remarkable 35% increase in thrust, upgraded radar, and a sophisticated infrared targeting pod for precision-guided munitions. Now this cutting-edge technology enabled its crew to identify ground targets and strike them with precision. In the mid-1970s, a notable transformation occurred. 42 F-111As were converted into unarmed EF-111A Raven electronic jamming platforms at a staggering cost of $1.5 billion. The EF-111's standout feature was its ALQ-99E jamming pod, which emits radiation that effectively disrupts radar in its vicinity. This capability allowed entire formations of aircraft to pass undetected in its wake. The jammer's powerful current even caused the crew's hair to stand on end as it crackled through the plane, earning the EF-111 the affectionate nickname the Aardvark among its pilots. You can only distinguish the EF-111 by the receiver pod located on its tail fin. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment in the comments section below and tell us what you think of this incredible aircraft. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, ring the bell for notifications, and please stay updated for more videos. Until next time.